2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Philadelphia as the 76ers go up against the Portland Trailblazers. Taking a look at the Trailblazers, playing above 500 in the last few weeks. Not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. The Philadelphia 76ers with another season missing the playoffs in 2017, but they played a much more watchable brand of basketball, didn't they, fellas?
You know, the light at the end of the tunnel might not be a train after all. The fans trusted the process and have been rewarded. Because guess what? Ben Simmons is coming back.
Oh, wow. Well, some great young talent on that roster, Shaq. And if they develop properly, Ernie, this could be the team of the new millennium.
And
where did Ben go to school at? Love Shack University.
LSU. Oh, I get it. Love Shack, I get it.
Love Shack.
Kevin Harlan, would you like to trade places?
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's game time in Philadelphia as the crowds at Wells Fargo Center look to cheer on the 76ers. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Portland right now in the middle of a road trip. This is a team showing a better record this year over last. This was their goal, and it's coming to fruition so far.
And for the Trailblazers, they're one of the NBA's early season success stories. They've made an immediate push toward the top of the standings.
I'm not sure how long they'll be able to stick around up there, but so far it's been a lot of fun to see how much progress they're making.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Hello, Kevin. Well, Blazers head coach Terry Stotts is one of the more respected offensive minds in the game. He said, "I like to give our players freedom to read the defense and make plays. I like philosophically that I don't know who's going to get the shot. That's going to cause a problem for the defense. Keep them guessing, Kevin."
And as always, thanks, D.A. That kind of unpredictability helps in some settings, can cause many matchup problems for the D. And neither of these teams look to push the tempo if they can help it. They like to play that half-court game. So, Clark, what are teams looking to do with a slower pace?
Well, a couple of things. One is it's about quality versus quantity. They want to get consistently good shot attempts every trip down, and they're willing to take time to do that. And so the offensive execution, screen setting, ball movement, spreading the floor becomes much more important because the fast break chances are not a big part of their repertoire.
And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The incredible pair of Lillard and McCollum are at the 1 and 2. Harkless is out there with Davis, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Now here's Harkless. 6 to shoot. Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. Embiid with the steal. Saric against Davis. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Fultz. The 15-footer. That one doesn't drop. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
And, you know, when you only see a team twice a year, Greg, it's hard to really get a good understanding of who they are or a good feel for them. And oftentimes, that can lead to a series split. Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Here's Lillard. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line, really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
Sharge grabs the board.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
That's a shot he doesn't shoot very often. Embiid's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Lillard kicks to Davis. Screen by Nurkic. Nurkic, a screen on Simmons. Here's Harkless. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Embiid with a screen on Lillard. Redick with the three. And it's Portland with the rebound. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And they definitely kept their eyes on the prize, put on a real entertaining comeback, and that's a feel-good game when you can win like that.
Now Harkless after J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go. Shot clock at 5, and it's Lillard missing. 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Hey, Kevin, somehow, some way, this guy makes these tough physical baskets and just drops your jaw with the way he does it.
And rarely do you see a team trade out of the first overall pick, but that's exactly what the Celtics did with Fultz. Sixers jumped on the chance to move up, and Fultz matched exactly what they wanted to add to this team.
One shot.
And you know, Greg, for the trade, it wasn't so much a critique of Fultz.
You know, Boston had a playmaker already, and they might not have taken Fultz if they stayed in the #1 spot. And listen, the Sixers were in desperate need of a lead guard, and they got a franchise caliber one in Fultz.
Here's Harkless, unable to get that one. Simmons with the defensive effort. The 76ers leading by 3. He's looking for Sharge and finds him. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Boy, what's most impressive about Simmons is how he finds the open man so consistently, the vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Nurkic, good D by Embiid.
Well, that's superb defense in low. I mean, they played it well. Wow! Are you? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. It's stolen by Fultz. And now the 76ers on the break. Redick with the bucket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Trailblazers trail by 9. And Lillard kicks to Harkless. Will it go? That one's rebounded by Embiid.
Like the shot selection. They couldn't cash in with no defense in the area, but still, they'll take that shot every day and for a month of Sunday.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Harkless. Kicks it to Nurkic. Three-pointer, Lillard. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. To the paint. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Well, J.J. Redick had quite the interesting free agency period. Greg, ultimately he signs with the 76ers on a huge 1-year, $23 million deal.
Yeah, and this is the team that wanted him. great fit with his shooting, something that they obviously needed. And Redick had a lot of suitors, but he saw something developing with this young Philly core.
Now here's Lillard. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. Davis setting the pick for McCollum. Screen by Nurkic. Here's Lillard. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
I like when Lillard gets a little tricky with it. Outstanding at measuring the floater and dropping it in.
Fultz kicks to Redick. There's the feed to Embiid. Back to Redick. Nurkic with the block. Lillard with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. He kicks to Nurkic. Shoots over Redick. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. The 76ers leading by 7. Fultz kicks to Simmons. Outside for Redick. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now, here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. McCollum outside. Just 5 on the clock. With his first shot attempt. A shot, no good. Great D that time from Redick. Here's Fultz. 9 points last game out. Here's Embiid. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 9. Lillard with no one around, but they get it back. Here's McCollum. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Simmons. Great D that time from Nurkic. Portland's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. And Mo Harkless, the basket on the assist by Lillard. Harkless has got his 2nd basket. The 76ers leading by 7. Embiid the screen. Fultz dishes to Saric. And the layup is good. Saric has got 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Clark, if you were coaching a team, you had 1 shot to win a game on the line, which player in the league would you want to take that shot?
I like a lot of guys for last shot circumstances. LeBron James is always on my list. Kyrie Irving is at the top of my list. Damian Lillard is a killer. Isaiah Thomas, the little big man, is phenomenal in those kind of late game situations. But I think I'm going to tip my hat to Kyrie Irving. Uncle Drew is my guy.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Passes it to Swanigan. Now the dish to Aminu. Here's Napier. He's covered by McConnell. And it's Napier missing.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Napier. 9 points last game. Right side Turner. Dishes to Napier. Over McConnell. Got a hand on it. He feeds it to Bayless. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. And the 76ers lead by 11.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Here's Napier. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Not going to fall. Starting off slow. He misses his first 3 from the floor. Up top, McConnell. The kick out to Anderson. Offline with his 3.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Here's Napier. He's covered by McConnell. Aminu with a screen on Anderson. Napier kicks to Aminu. Here's Turner. Second shot opportunity. Johnson with the block.
Excellent defensive commitment that time from Johnson. He's always there and present.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
McConnell with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Johnson, the pass to Anderson. Anderson can't get that one to fall. Here's the break. Here's Aminu. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Really an intimidating style of defense. I mean, they challenged everything at the rim, and that led them to victory.
Greg, they expended maximum energy, but it was well worth it. I mean, they earned that win with their defense.
Now here's Turner. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. The slam dunk by Aminu.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Portland shooting their first free throw tonight.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
On the free throw, no good.
And since 2016, a new front office has taken over in Philadelphia. The new team motto, process to progress. They're looking to turn the corner here.
And the previous Sixers front office distinguished by their patience in rebuilding and, acquiring draft picks. That was the way they were going to build that team. Clark, do you think the Sixers will continue to show that patient approach?
Well, I think they're going to blend it. They're ready to push their chips in and try to win some games now. They want to be a playoff team as soon as possible. You can't continue to lose forever. They want to start winning, and they're on their way.
And he makes the first.
And, I think veteran leadership traits that Bayless exudes, really the reason he's so highly revered around the league. Somebody that this team looks to both on and off the court.
And so he hits both. Clark, how long into a season do you wait until win-loss counts really start to matter?
I don't know if you can put a specific timeline on it, Kevin, but I think you kind of look at the season in maybe 10-day windows or 5-game windows, maybe a month window. It varies from coach to coach. For me personally, I would try to look at things in 10-day to 2-week windows and then evaluate from that standpoint.
The 76ers leading by 9. 1:35 left to play in the first quarter. Booker left side. Back to Bayless. Turner with the steal. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Trailblazers.
And the three-point shot above the break has become a popular shot in the league, but not for them tonight. They're passing that one up and just trying to get their offense from closer to the hoop.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Anderson. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. And the 76ers lead by 11.
And the athleticism of Anderson is really impressive, slashing to the rim with ease. Excellent speed allows him to do that.
And Aminu kicks to Napier. The rebound by Johnson.
Yeah, good interior D there, prevents the deuce.
And, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Outside Turner. Feeds to Napier. The pass to Collins. Here's Swanigan. He's guarded by Johnson. On the wing, Turner. Just 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. They grab their own miss. He can't get it to go. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Fires from the wing. And it's Portland with the rebound. And here's Aminu. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Now Turner. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and as a lightning rod for fans.
I think I'll forever be associated with Duke and Duke basketball. And obviously that's a polarizing topic for some people. They like me, some people don't like me. But I take a lot of pride in the fact that I went to school there, I got to play there, and I graduated from Duke.
There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success, Greg, whether you like him or not. And I know you've had a first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
You know, and listen, I have the utmost respect for J.J. and Coach K and what they've done there. And then listen, you could be known for a lot worse things in your life and haven't gone to a lot worse places. But I think for him, it's not about where he's been, Kevin. I think it's about where he's going and what's going to be the next chapter in his career.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a comfortable margin here for the 76ers guys.
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
You know, Greg, I love watching this team get after it on defense. I mean, they play with a bit of edge and nastiness.
Booker out there with Johnson. Then it's Jared Bayless. Then there's Anderson. And it's McConnell in at the point. That's the group for Philadelphia to start this second quarter. Now here's Anderson. McConnell passes to Johnson. Over Collins. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Johnson's got the lead up to 13 now for the 76ers. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Aminu. He dishes it to Collins. Aminu with a screen for Turner. Over Anderson. The shot by Turner no good. The 76ers leading by 13. Goes back up. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
You know, you look at Johnson, he's in that upper echelon when you talk about offensive rebounders, so you've got to account for him.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. J.J. Redick's checked in for Bayless.
Mind
and
the
it's
lanes.
Fulton for T.J. McConnell.
One shot.
And Johnson, no good on that one. And Clark, when you look around the league today, is there a player that you watched and think, hey, yeah, that reminds me of how I used to play?
There are a number of guys that come to mind a little bit. Tobias Harris is an outstanding player, terrific young player and young man. Has a game similar to mine in that he's really versatile, does a lot of things well, not super flashy, but very productive. He comes to mind right off the top of my head currently.
Here's Fultz. Following the score by Damian Lillard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Johnson.
Go the other way.
That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with some changes. Saric comes in for Booker, and Simmons subbed in for Justin Anderson. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Collins. Davis is subbed in for Swanigan. McCollum kicks to Nurkic to the right side. Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. Screen by Nurkic.
You two players.
So it's Portland now. Davis dishes to Lillard. The three from McCollum, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. McCollum against Redick. Simmons sets a screen for Fultz. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Harkless. Here's Davis. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Davis has got his first 2 points. Now here's Fultz. He's covered closely. Johnson the screen. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Embiid, he's checked in for Johnson. Now here's Fultz. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Here's Harkless. A putback. The shot that time not on target. Now the 76ers take it the other way. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. Here's McCollum. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Trailblazers?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
Redick with it, now defended by McCollum. Simmons. Second chance shot. Embiid, no good.
Boy, incredible effort on defense, refusing to give him an uncontested layup. Nothing easy.
Harkless the pass to Davis. Got a piece of it. They get it back.
You know, he's been off so far, Kevin, but there's still time. I mean, he just needs to settle it down, idle it down a little bit, and try to contribute as much as he can on the offense within himself.
And Joel Embiid, from the time he started playing basketball in Cameroon through the University of Kansas, Clark, he began patterning his game after Hakeem Olajuwon.
Well, it sounds like he's a visual learner because he got a DVD of Hakeem and said he watched it almost daily. Their stories are similar. Both started playing hoops relatively late. Both are from Africa. And you watch the gracefulness of Embiid's moves inside. Easy to see the influence of Olajuwon.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, the motto in Philadelphia over recent years, in the midst of one of the most patient rebuilding efforts in NBA history, was trust the process. I love that. Hard to do, but certainly worth pursuing. And Joel Embiid has made it his nickname. Joel, the process, Embiid.
And Embiid drops them both. And Clark fans know they can chant trust the process as Embiid is at the line. Do you like that nickname?
Well, it's more a bumper sticker than a nickname, and I like it, though. I like trusting the process. As a nickname, I'd give it thumbs down, but clearly Embiid has given these Sixers fans a lot of hope for the present and future.
Here's Simmons after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Fultz kicks to Saric. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kills, showing no mercy in transition there, partner.
One shot.
Well, Clark, you had the distinct honor of playing horse against the former president of the U.S., Barack Obama. You lost that game, I don't want to remind you, but I want an honest answer. Did you let him win that contest?
Kevin, the deal is that it was an unbelievable privilege to play POTUS. We changed the letters of that game back in 2010, and I let the president up. I gave him life after I had him down, and he took advantage of turning the momentum in his favor. He won fair and square. I did give him an opportunity to win, but he's on top in that matchup, and I think it ended up being good television. And while some of my former teammates look at me with disdain for having lost a horse game to the president, I think it was all intended to end just the way it did.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. The 76ers leading by 8. Redick with the 3. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And Redick drains these shots constantly. I mean, senses and feels the separation and then capitalizes on it.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And you see Markelle Fultz and how he plays. Wasn't as high coming into college, but he changed that tune after one season.
And in that final year, Fultz grew a full 3 inches. I think that helped move him into the elite prospect range. At 6'5", with that 6'10" wingspan, he has the special size that you look for, and really was the lone bright spot on an otherwise underachieving college team.
And here is Harkless after J.J. Redick hitting the 3. Over Simmons. That one a little long.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Here's Fultz. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's Davis on the wing. Saric grabs the board. Saric has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
He's not shooting a high percentage right now, and part of the reason could be that his shot quality is poor, and he's just got to be a little smarter about his shots.
McCollum against Redick. Nurkic a screen on Redick. It's McCollum with the drive. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The 76ers leading by 11. Now here's Simmons. He's coming off a 13-point game against Utah.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Fultz, no good. Trailblazers trail by 11. Harkless with it, now guarded by Saric. Pass to McCollum. Screen by Nurkic. Off the pick. The Trailblazers rebound.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
For Philadelphia, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls from Saric. And for the Blazers, tremendous scoring talent in their backcourt. How did they turn the corner in the West, Greg?
Clearly, it's going to be with their defense. I think that's where they've had their struggles. They're going to have to get better at the point of attack there and protecting the rim. I think some of it has to do with the lack of discipline, but also you could factor that into being just an inexperienced young group that's still kind of getting their feet wet.
Now, here's Lillard. He has 7. Davis sets a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McCollum. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. McCollum's got 7 points for the quarter.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Sharch dishes to Fultz. Kicks to Reddick. Screen by Sharch. Reddick passes to Sharch. Over Davis. Another miss by Philadelphia. Trailblazers trail by 11. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. Right side, Simmons. Screen by Sharch. Simmons against McCollum. And Simmons slams it in.
Simmons loves jamming it through, relentless in his attacking cut.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. Nurkic a screen on Reddick. Pulls up on the wing. McCollum no good. The 76ers leading by 11. Reddick dishes to Fultz. And Sharch kicks to Simmons. Here's Fultz. 5 on the clock. Embiid the pass to Reddick. The shot no good. Great D that time from Davis. And C.J. McCollum again. McCollum's got 11 points in the quarter.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Sharch outside. Here's Fultz. It's stolen by Davis. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from McCollum.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Sharch. Anderson comes in for Ben Simmons. Jared Bayless is checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Fultz. Now, here's McConnell. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Anderson outside. The feed to Bayless. Turner with the steal. 3 on 3. Lots of room. And it's Napier missing.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated, Greg, because nothing is falling right now. But he's going to keep chipping away at it, and that's the attitude. Stay with it.
Here's Napier after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Passes to Swanigan. He kicks it to Turner. Shoots over Bayless. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers leading by 9. 1:51 left to play here in the half. The dish to Anderson. And it's Portland with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Napier. A three-pointer is right on target. Napier's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The 76ers shooting reasonably well, 45%. Now, here's McConnell. D right on him. And the shot goes in from Embiid. And Brett Brown, such a great fit in Philadelphia. He loves the town, loves the game, loves to coach. He says about the town, Clark, it reminds him of his hometown.
Well, that's nice to hear because he does embody a lot of the grit that you come to know and expect from Philadelphians. I mean, it reminds him of where he's from. He's faced the media through tough times. He's always candid and forthright. And he's coaching with a long lens, as he put it, building towards something great. And, man, I tell you, that passion and enthusiasm just oozes out of him, which is pretty cool to see.
And for the Blazers, Greg, you could make the case they possess the second-best backcourt in the NBA after the Splash Brothers with Lillard and McCollum.
Yeah, certainly offensively. I mean, they're just about unguardable. The questions begin at the other end. And when you factor in defense, I think you can find some debate there as some other groups tend to do a better job on that side of the ball.
The 76ers have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to,
gentlemen,
knowing
two shots.
It's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
The first free throw is good.
And really few teams in NBA history have undertaken the sort of extreme makeover the Sixers did over the last 4 years, and a lot of losing along the way, but the fans have been surprisingly supportive of the rebuilding process.
Both free throws good from Bayless. And before the rebuild, the Sixers for a long time were stuck in mediocrity, treading water, Greg, as they might say.
Yeah, and it's hard to make that leap without top draft picks, and the Sixers plumbed the depths, if you will. Now, though, I think they've found their treasure trove.
Here's Napier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Aminu. They get it again. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Collins.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Napier kicks to Collins. Shot from free throw range. Here's Turner, and he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
Boy, I like seeing that toughness on the offensive glass. Did a nice job judging, anticipating where the miss was going, and then putting it back in. Nicely done.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Turner no good on the free throw. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Philadelphia ahead. They lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, it's been a grinded-out game. What have you seen from your team so far?
Well, we're competing. You know, neither team's really shooting the ball that well, but both teams are playing hard.
Energy always leads to good results. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. From the get-go, it was Philadelphia who came out strong. During one stretch, they were leading by as many as 11, really playing as a unit. After a well-executed first quarter, they held the lead by 11. Things got dicey in the second quarter as the tables turned, but they still had enough left in the tank to finish the half up by 3. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, they've gotten to the line tonight a lot. Basically, they're saying, I'm going to take it to you. And the only way you can stop me is to foul me. But here's the thing. If you're afraid to sacrifice your body, you'll never pick up a lot of free throws. So great job in the first half.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. The second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they own the offensive boards.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Yeah, and it's been fun to watch, partner, because not only is he shooting a high percentage, a good percentage, he's also carrying the team.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third. Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. McCollum at the 2 with Harkless playing the 3. Nurkic is out there with Davis, and it's Lillard in at the point guard position.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
George, that's good.
Yeah, starting the second half nicely there. Love those easy lay-ins to get things going.
And how many more possessions like that would they love to get down the stretch? A bunch of them, I bet.
Now here's McCollum. Lillard outside. 6 on the shot clock. McCollum outside. Shoots over Redick. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 15 points for C.J. McCollum. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Redick for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Excellent confidence from Redick. Really good. I mean, taking his time, his form, textbook.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. 13 feet away. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 6 assists in the game.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Charge, just screen on Davis. Volch kicks to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And Embiid is H-E efficient. That's super efficient, folks. When he gets cooking, the defense knows they're in for a long night.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 17 for the 3, and there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That's his first foul. Philadelphia leading by 6.
Yeah, and C.J. McCollum mostly plays at that off-guard spot with the Blazers, but on a lot of teams, you could see him as the lead guard. I mean, 6'3" in height, and his handles are elite.
Simmons dishes to Redick. Embiid the screen. Tries it from the top of the key. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Full 24-second shot clock. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
And let's take a look now at Joel Embiid's numbers. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. Right around 21 points per, 17 rebounds, and just over 3 blocks. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
The 76ers leading by 4. And C.J. McCollum can step into that point guard role very comfortably.
Yeah, I mean, he keeps it on a string going right or left. Terrific ball handler. Calling him a secondary ball handler is almost not doing him justice.
And I like watching Simmons go to work down low. I mean, with his length and strength, there aren't many guys that can keep up with him down there.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Now here's Harkless after Ben Simmons' miss. McCollum dishes to Lillard. Now here's Harkless, guarded by Simmons. Clock at 4. A floater, and the rejection by Embiid.
And Embiid is a determined defender. I mean, swatting away shots. He's got excellent reach and timing. Makes him a good shot blocker.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Trailblazers trail by 4. McCollum passes to Harkless. Shoots over Embiid. And the rejection by Embiid. Nurkic can't hit. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. The shot by Redick, no good. For Portland, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And one of the most dangerous shooters in the league, Damian Lillard, only needs a sliver of daylight, Greg, to get that baby off.
Yeah, I mean, he'll brush off the comparisons to Steph Curry, but he presents some of the same problems for the defense. Deep range, a quick release, and just one of the nastiest step-back jumpers in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And free throw good from Lillard.
And for the Sixers, trust the process was the motto. And the process now finally bearing fruit. You see the young talent. Now it's about figuring out how all these pieces fit together.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. You were talking about the fit for these young Sixers. A bit of a logjam in recent seasons in their front court.
Yeah, I mean, they were in talent acquisition mode, just going for the best player available. And now as they see things taking shape, it's time to try and balance the roster.
And Ben Simmons putting on over 30 pounds of muscle going into his rookie season. Do you think there was any connection between that extra weight and the broken bone he suffered in his foot?
I could certainly understand why people might speculate that, but I'm not going to go there. Clearly, strength is more important than additional weight, and those kinds of injuries do tend to show up because of overuse, though, Kevin.
The first one falls.
2 seasons ago, you think about the Blazers. They were a young, overachieving team full of great bargain contracts. Well, yeah, they're still young, but they had to shell out some big-time cash to kind of keep that young nucleus together.
He doesn't get the second one. And despite spending big money to keep their young talent all together, last season the Blazers, Greg, narrowly made the playoffs and were swept in the first round.
Yeah, and some of those contracts, they have to be a concern. This team doesn't show progress this season. Still, there's something to be said for that stability. This roster given the chance to grow together and develop that chemistry and continuity. Let's see what the ceiling is.
Nurkic against Embiid. Shoots over Nurkic. Embiid, no good. Trailblazers trail by 3. High post try. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. McCollum's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Charge, a screen on Lillard. Embiid the screen. Here's Redick. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz there, Kevin. Excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. They set the pick. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. Off the pick. Offensive rebound. Nurkic. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass. Getting it done.
Really like how he used his body, got outstanding position on the boards, and then maximized it.
Embiid with a screen on Lillard. Screen by Saric. Redick dishes to Saric. Simmons passes to Saric. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Embiid, no good.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
No good from Simmons. Portland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. They get the rebound. Count the basket and the foul. It's on Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, second chance points again, a huge problem for this team.
Boy, they're getting caught spectating. You can't be a watcher out there. They're letting rebounds slip away. Everybody's got to get in there and fight for the ball.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Portland?
Guys, how about all the second chance points they've been able to convert throughout the game?
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And that one misses.
Well, there is a saying now that is pretty accurate. You either sell success or you sell hope. And the process in Philadelphia may have been hard to watch, but it did give their fans hope for a better day.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
And through all the losing, the fans in Philly have been pretty supportive of the Sixers' goals to draft star talent.
Yeah, and you know what? Thousands of fans coming out to watch the draft lottery is an indication of how optimistic and behind the Sixers these fans are. I mean, trust the process has been their rallying cry.
Johnson over to help. Baseline J on the way. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, Booker is guarded by Davis. And Anderson has it in the corner. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Davis. And Turner with a clear path to the rack. And it's slammed in by Turner.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Here's Booker after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Here's McConnell, and that one good.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Napier kicks to Collins. And it's Davis at the elbow. And good that time. Davis has got the lead back up to 3 now for Portland.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
McConnell passes to Davis. Dishes it to Booker. Out to the right wing. There's McConnell. It's deflected. Outside Turner. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. And it's 7 points for Evan Turner.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Now, here's McConnell. From 20 feet out. Misses off the right iron. Portland leading by 6. On the wing, Turner. Here's Davis. Here's Collins. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
and gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
First free throw is good. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Swanigan's checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The 76ers trail by 7. Ayla's with it, picked up by Turner. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And a look here at the shot chart for Portland.
And the three-point game stands out as a major sore spot. It just has not been falling for him. I think at this point you start to get away from that shot. Try to engage in other parts of the offense. You don't want to hurt your team if that long ball isn't there.
Both free throws good from Bayless.
Well, I tell you what, like how cool and collected he was getting the job done at the line in this one.
Here's Napier. He's covered by McConnell. Here's the screen. On the wing, Turner. He's covered by McConnell. Portland again missing.
And, you know, it hasn't been his night, but his team still leads, so that's encouraging.
Out to the right wing. Anderson kicks to McConnell. The 19-foot shot. Swanigan pulls it in. Swanigan's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Outside Turner. There's the call on Trevor Booker. That's foul number 2 for him. .115 left in the 3rd. Napier dishes to Collins. Clock at 6. It's blocked. Booker with it. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. These are the teams that have been really dominant in the paint so far this season. The 76ers in second.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Here's Napier. Outside Turner. The tray. Turner can't get that one to fall.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And here's McConnell. To the middle. Here's Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, that time not to be denied. Johnson shrugging off the contact to finish the play.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Outside Turner. He feeds it to Collins. And it's in there. Collins has got 7 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded closely. Booker inside. Anderson. And it's Portland with the rebound. Collins has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. No good on the buzzer beater. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Trailblazers lead by 4. And will return shortly. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Got to keep tracking down balls, tracking down the rebounds, and looking to play and flow is good.
Moments ago, Coach Terry Stotts happy with the tempo, just wants his team to work hard in those 50-50 balls.
Yeah, and that could start to wear the other team down a little. Maybe cause them to lose some of their confidence. Let's see how this plays out.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. Anderson is out there with Booker. And it's T.J. McConnell. Then it's Jared Bayless. And it's Johnson in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now, here's McConnell. And there's the pass to Booker. Outside Turner. Pass to Swanigan. Stolen by Anderson. Pass to McConnell. Anderson against Aminu. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And, you know, even though he's a little undersized, Booker plays bigger than he is and with a lot of heart. Boy, he's a tenacious dunker.
Outside Turner. They set the pick. Here's Napier. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there.
And I love how his teammates have stepped up for him. He's struggling, but they're ramping it up and getting it done this quarter.
And Turner kicks to Aminu. And the basket is good. Aminu's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Timeout called the 76ers.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Collins. Reece Harkless comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Evan Turner. And it's Damian Lillard in for Shabazz Napier. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He wants to change it up defensively and get more people packed into the paint. He said they're beating us up down low. We have to put a stop to it. Let's see if they respond, Kevin.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Trailblazers. Redick passes to Šarić. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The first one falls. Šarić nails them both. Now Lillard. Feeds it to Harkless. Nurkic, a screen on Simmons. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Redick. Makes it off the glass.
Tell you what, you take a look at the numbers for Redick tonight. That's an impressive offensive display. He is lighting that scoreboard up.
Now here's Lillard. Passes it to Swanigan. They set the pick. Kicks it to Nurkic. He dishes it to Harkless. 5 to shoot. No good on the shot. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Here's Sharch. Portland grabs the miss. Swanigan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Harkless kicks to Nurkic. Now the feed to Lillard. Misses the 3.
He's not exactly striping him from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
Here's Fultz. The shot by Sharch, no good. Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard dishes to Harkless. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
Shots.
Free throw good from Lillard. Ed Davis is checked in for Swanigan. Free throw is good from Lillard.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Now here's Fultz. Nurkic with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Fultz with the ball. Covered by Lillard. Simmons passes to Fultz. Here's Sharch. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And that one falls from Sharch. Sharch nails them both. Trailblazers leading by 5. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Screen by Nurkic. Now the dish to Lillard. Down low. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Again, McCollum missing. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Davis against Sharch. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the way up.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
That's tipped. Embiid against Nurkic. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And J.J. Redick with the prototype when it comes to his release point on that jump shot. So quick off the catch. Always has his feet set and squared and ready to deliver that dagger.
The free throw drops for Reddick. Hey, Greg, with Reddick, that great shooting form he has is one of the reasons his game has aged so well.
And a lot of people wondered if Reddick would be able to last in the NBA when he was drafted. Might have one of the longest careers of that draft class. Just keeps producing at any age.
He hits both from the stripe.
You know, sometimes the great three-point shooters in the game don't carry that same success to the free throw line, but that's not the case with J.J. Reddick. I mean, he's cash money from the stripe, too.
Now here's Lillard. Screen by Nurkic. Back to Harkless. McCollum against Reddick. Nurkic setting the pick for McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Now here's Fultz, covered by Lillard to take the lead, and Reddick lays it in. Reddick's got 11 points here in just the second half. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
And Lillard kicks to Harkless. Dishes to Nurkic. He feeds it to Lillard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. The 76ers leading. Now here's Fultz. Embiid the screen. The drive by Reddick. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Portland's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. They set the screen. Screen by Nurkic. With the teardrop, it's deflected.
Well, you cannot forget about the long reach and wingspan of Simmons. I mean, he uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with block shots.
Here's McCollum. That one off the back iron and out. Philadelphia leading by 3. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the pass to Lillard. Shot to end this cold run. It's good.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Simmons. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Davis sets a screen to tie it up. McCollum, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Reddick for 3. No good on that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. Davis sets a screen. Davis with a screen on Saric. A 3 from McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Over in the corner, Fultz. Here's Embiid. And Harkless pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 3. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
Now, here's Reddick. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Philadelphia?
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, and the other thing also is tonight they've been able to get to the free throw line consistently and also convert big points from the charity stripe.
The free throw drops for Reddick. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Portland with the ball. It's a three-point game. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Tries from 16, but he recovers it.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Embiid throws it down.
Oh, I like the edge that Embiid plays with. Great at recognizing when he's clear to throw it down on you.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard outside. He kicks it to Nurkic. Nurkic setting the pick for Harkless. 4 on the clock. Offensive rebound. And Davis can't get it to go. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 16-6 run. And it's Simmons penetrating. Embiid dishes to Simmons. That's tipped. Nurkic with the steal. Over in the corner, Harkless. And too long on the shot.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Screen by Nurkic. Reddick against McCollum. To the wing on the left. An open look for Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists tonight. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Harkless. Here's Davis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2 here. Second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Here's Simmons. There's 53 seconds left in the game. Here's Fultz. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing them deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 5. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field. And a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
Here's McCollum. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
It's really a tale of two quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
And the first of two, no good, heartbreaker.
And the Australian Simmons is a star in the making thanks to his extremely versatile and high-level skill set and big frame.
And the second of two is good. That increases their lead to 6.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Pass to Nurkic, shoots from 12, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Well, I look at Fultz, and he has perennial all-star written all over him. A fantastic playmaker who's really got a ready-made skill set for the NBA.
And the second of two is good. That makes it a 7-point lead. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 7. 26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's McCollum. And a miss there off the inbound.
Well, it's been a turbulent quarter, really rough for him. Nothing going his way, but he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Here's Fultz. So the 76ers win it. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.